Hey you guys, this is Multikiller Joe, or just Joe, whatever you'd like to call me. Uh, but basically, I'm here for a movie review. Basically, I watched this movie called Jojo Rabbit. It was a really good film. A lot of people think it's controversial or glorifying, you know, some of the stuff, and I just want to put that to rest. It's mainly through the point of view and the mind of this 10-year-old boy, Jojo, which he's a little kid in the middle, and his imaginary friend Adolf Hitler, which he's in Jojo, the little boy, he's indoctrinated kind of into the Nazi scouts. So with that being said, they're telling him, hey, this is how Hitler is. Hitler's your friend. The Fuhrer is your friend. Blah 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 blah. It's got a lot of propaganda in it, like how was used back then, to get kids into it and stuff like that. But as you can see, the director of the film, which plays this Adolf, he's more of a dim-witted comedian type Hitler, which a lot of people don't like. But the thing is, if you kind of want to make fun and pick at Hitler, make him a dimwit basically, which is what the director does. And he's barely even in the film. I mean, he's in there a decent bit, but it's JoJo's imagination. This is how you're supposed to perceive that person. But as JoJo goes through it, I'm not going to give away much of the film. JoJo sees that, you know, this stuff's wrong. A bunch of drama happens too. It has a lot of things that happened back then in there that is very, very sad. And, you know, the Adolf Hitler in here, he is basically basically make you laugh when stuff's getting down. He's basically comedic relief for all of the bad crap that's going on. There's a bunch of funny parts in here. It's basically slapstick comedy almost. But with all that being said, it's not trying to glorify, what they did back then. It's a comedy slash drama about back then and stuff like that. And it's really good. You would have to watch it all the way through. There's a love interest for JoJo, and there's just the actors in this were so good, so good. I highly recommend it. I say give it a watch. Watch it all the way through before you decide to judge it. I mean, I watched it all the way through, but a bunch of the stuff like JoJo being in the scouts and stuff, or well, the Nazi scouts, that's basically propaganda. How they tried to get young minds to join the Fuhrer back in the day. So that is kind of how it was. I would say not all of it, obviously, but that is how somewhat of it happened, I guess. It's not trying to glorify them, not at all. In fact, it shows how bad they are, and JoJo sees some of this stuff, a lot of the stuff actually, and it's very sad. Like, for something that's supposed to be a comedy, I would have to say it was also drama, because there were times to where I actually felt like crying because it was so overbearing, the emotion. And I don't want to give it away, but like you just have to watch it. Um, the ending was great on cue. It was, like I said, a mix of funny, a mix of sadness at the end. Um, there's a lot of sadness in this film, but it is fun. It is overall funny, and it is also correct on some things. It's not going to be correct on all things, though. But I highly recommend this film. I give it a 5 stars because it was just so good in my eyes. Um, I hope you guys go and watch it. It's a really good film. Go check it out. This has been Multikiller Joe, and I am signing out.
Go looking